Today was the first day back to school for a huge number of students in our region. One of the big questions on parents' minds, how safe are our schools? John Shumo has the details on the back to school questions. What do you got, John?
Bill, it's a very huge number here in New York. 1.1 million public school students. That is more than the entire population of San Francisco. Think about the logistics just in transporting, feeding, protecting, and educating all of those children. It was a day of firsts here in New York, and not just for the kids. Schools Chancellor Richard Carranza got to kick off the year after stepping into this role in April. He tweeted several pictures during his 5-borough tour welcoming students and staff. Carranza also met with Mayor de Blasio, who spent a part of his morning visiting some of the Department of Education's 1,800 schools. The challenges this year are many. There is a call to desegregate some of the districts that fall short on diversity. The DOE is trying to address the needs of the number of students who are homeless. And New York is having the same discussion as districts really across the country. What is the best way to keep students safe in the wake of so many school shootings? The mayor and the chancellor say the city is prepared and ready.
We want to educate the whole child. So while the child should be able to read, write, and do arithmetic, students should also have experience in the arts. Students should be able to dance. Students should be able to sing.
How we're going to drive down crime more is through a neighborhood policing approach in our schools, really focusing on the relationship between school safety and the local precincts with parents, with teachers, with kids.
Now, Bill, one early success, the 140 speed cameras in school zones are back on, and that program is actually expanding. State lawmakers, as you know, refuse to renew the bill that funds the devices. So the mayor and Governor Cuomo actually worked together to circumvent the legislature, and they got it done with an executive order and the city council's approval. If you're driving near a school, please slow down. School is now open. Bill?
Thank you, John. Now, before I turn this to our A-plus panel for tonight's show, I want to let you know there was a stabbing at the Automotive High School in Brooklyn as school opened today. A student got stabbed with a metal hair comb pick on the first day of classes. 17-year-old Malik Santiago was stabbed multiple times in the hand, back, and neck. He was taken to Bellevue Hospital and is in stable condition. The accused attacker, Travell Brown, also 17, was removed from the school by safety agents and then taken into custody by police. All right, let's bring in our A-plus panel for tonight's show. We're joined by immigration attorney Afia Yunus. Good to see you, Afia. Attorney and founder and editor of the Save Jersey blog, Matt Rooney, back with us. Afia, I'm going to start with you. You talk about school safety. You've got, day one, kid gets stabbed. Does that speak to an overall climate that parents should be concerned? I mean, you're a parent, dropped kids off at school. What was the feeling this year?
I mean, to me, it felt the same. It's still same anxiety level of just starting a new year. I think this was a kind of rogue situation with a hair comb. I don't think it bears a lot on the situation.
Why don't we let teachers have control of their classrooms? Why don't we let them discipline children without fear of lawyers or administrators chasing them down and making them the bad guys?
Now, spoken like a lawyer to another lawyer, does that open a can of worms? What kind of discipline? Like the old school, get the ruler out?
And I'm not okay with that. And I was a child who was subjected to the paddle in elementary school.
No kidding.
And so I don't agree with that. I also don't agree with putting kids in the corner or anything. I like to have control over the discipline of my child in coordination and cooperation with the
What's
teacher.
wrong with sitting in the corner? In the old days, my dad told me a story. They used to make him stand in a trash can.
As a Catholic, Bill, as much
that.
as I'd love to see him bust the nuns back in, because I think they did a great job, I don't think we need to go back to rulers, but we do need to be able to say, listen, education's a privilege. It's not a right. These teachers know who the repeat offenders are, who have behavior issues, who eventually graduate to a larger problem. Let them take care of those kids, get them out of the classrooms, and get them help.
Okay, I'll leave it there. Thanks, guys.